I got like Dotson on them.
I swear to God, Logan Paul and KSI have serious problems right now because seriously, they can't even let go of a situation like this small. Like, their egos must be super big and fragile because, oh my God, because I'm being serious, guys. Like, I thought that this whole situation is going to be like one video that I'm going to make and then next year now it's going to be left alone. Like, no one's going to talk about it no more and Lunchly will just launch and, everyone buys, I guess, or some people will. Just a thing that's going to last for like a week or so. Usually that's how long drama like that usually lasts for. So, I thought it would be like a whole week and then next year, it's all peaceful and stuff like that, but nope. KSI and Logan Paul, they cannot keep their mouth shut, and they just, for some reason, like, they cannot keep their mind straight when it comes to this whole thing. Like, they just keep coping and all that stuff. They keep attacking people. Like, holy shit. Like, they get mad about, keeping up the drama, but it's like, it's their fault for, like, causing this whole drama in the first place by, obviously responding and at the same time, still bringing it up and pretty much, letting it just keep going. I mean, just take a look at KSI's Twitter. Like, he just keeps going on and on. Like, holy shit. Like, I never seen this man, like, tweet so much in one day because obviously this dude's tweeting so many times because the whole drama and everything, and also because of MKBDHD's like drama as well, which is an entirely different thing. But like for some reason KSI decided to like respond to it by saying that, oh, now you know how I feel now. And also they decided to take jab at DanTDM by making fun of his tweet that he made about Lunchly, which basically caused like this whole entire drama. And man, the replies were so funny in this tweet, especially from this tweet from Sensitive Society, which just says, just let it go, man, it's almost been a week. Seriously, like this is actually like a week after the whole thing just happened, and for some reason he decided to jump into the whole MKBDHD drama and also decided to somehow, for some reason, decide to bring back the whole Lunchly situation. I don't know, man. Like, for some reason, KSI and Twitter just did not go well together. Like, this juice is causing more and more problems just for himself and his business partners. And I'm not even joking. Logan Paul also made a response to KSI's response. Like, holy shit, you're telling me that the DanTDM tweet actually caused both of them to cause like a mental breakdown, and now Logan Paul is jumping into the whole thing when it comes to like making a response. It's not really much of a response as well. Like, it's a response to KSI's response. Like, holy hell. Looks like this is like Japan Suicide Force 2.0 for Logan.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. How does this benefit their life?
Damn, I never knew that Logan Paul's laugh is as fake as KSI's laugh. I mean, KSI's response was like pretty obnoxious. Like, he keeps doing that like high-pitched voice and all that shit. Like, why? Like, I get it. Like, it's supposed to be like all funny and stuff like that. He's not really taking it seriously because, there's memes and all that stuff. So, of course, he's gonna try to like react to those memes in a hilarious way. But still, it just doesn't really fit right. And I also get that, Logan Paul and KSI are all business partners. And obviously, they gotta suck each other off to like make sure that, one is not mad at the other because, I don't know, for some reason that these two cannot, give each other constructive criticism. Like, they just cannot just take any form of criticism at all. Like, as soon as they get criticized once, like, even if it's something that's actually good criticism, they just immediately fall apart and then they just start lashing out. I mean, come on, like, you can't even tell me that Logan Paul just cannot tell KSI, like, hey, like, these jokes in this video, they're actually not that great. They're kind of cringe, not gonna lie. Like, you can't tell me that Logan Paul just cannot tell KSI that, his jokes are just not that great in his video. I mean, I get it. Like, humor is subjective. Like, obviously some people find it hilarious, some people just don't. Like, for me, obviously, I just find it terrible and cringy. But I guess for someone like Logan Paul, or at least the Logan thinks himself, like, it's actually pretty funny. But I'm not gonna lie, in his response so far, Logan looks like he's trying to put up like that fake laughter because he's trying to make sure that KSI doesn't actually lash out at him.
How does this benefit their lives? Do better. Do better.
That's exactly how I interpreted it as well. Like, let me put this in the context. Imagine being a motherfucker who's angry that we made this. Crackers, bro? You mad because we made crackers? This is what you're mad about? Bruh. It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack. And by the way, it's great.
This is absurd. I feel like P. Diddy with fur.
Once again, no, Logan, you're just wrong. DanTDM was not, freaking out or having a mental breakdown. He was just giving you constructive criticism over a product because obviously he's an OG, okay? He knows how things work, and obviously he sees that Lunchly is just not a good product in his personal opinion. So I don't know why you, KSI, and Mr. Beast has obviously been doing his own thing, okay? He hasn't really cared. He only said like a few things and that's it. But KSI and Logan Paul in particular, they've been having a mental breakdown over this. Like, holy hell, like, can you guys just take, it's like the most basic criticism. Like, this could actually like will improve your products like Prime and Lunchly, and also help like repair like the reputation that you guys currently have right now, because obviously people just know you guys as someone who are selling like shitty products and at the same time just lashing out when it comes to like people actually like giving you guys constructive criticism. I mean, in some sort of way, this whole thing has been blown out of proportion because obviously, like I said, there's some people who are giving good criticism for obviously Mr. Beast, Logan, and KSI, but there are also those who are obviously going out of their way to meme the whole thing and at the same time said that Lunchly is shit completely. Like, they're thinking that's gonna poison children and all that stuff. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but like obviously it's not gonna be like healthy healthy, you know, in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, you should eat it in like in a way where you can actually control yourself. Like you can't eat it for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like there's just no way you can possibly do that. And speaking of memes, obviously people are memeing about the fact that, you know, DanTDM, Jacksepticeye, and iBallistic Squid, you know, some OG YouTubers are going after the top dogs. You know, like, oh my goodness, you know, the Avengers versus the X-Men or whatever, you know, obviously replace them with, you know, OG YouTubers versus the new YouTubers like that. I mean, obviously it's funny and all, and it's somewhat true, but like, it's not that deep, bro. Like, holy shit. Like, obviously it all just started because DanTDM's like, hey, like, you know, Lunchly, this doesn't really sound like a good product in my personal opinion. Like, why would you sell this to your own fans? Because, you know, DanTDM sold merch and, you know, toys and all that type of shit, you know, back in the day. Not anymore now because, well, it's not that relevant, and I don't know who would actually buy, you know, those types of things anymore. I mean, I would if I were a kid, but like now, I don't know, maybe like it's like a collector's item. Like, that would be kind of cool.
Yes, we made nachos as well with queso, but I think if you're getting mad about nachos, that's a you problem. Oh, and the pizza. It's literally called the pizza. But same thing, like you're mad about pizza? Like 500,000 favorites because we made pizza, crackers, and nachos?
Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rug released sweets?
Hey, that is true. I don't remember anyone having a problem with Ryan or Rug when they released their candy. Just funny how that works.
Obviously, Logan is wrong here because it doesn't come from, you know, the fact that YouTubers are starting businesses. Like, obviously, you can just start a business if you're a YouTuber, TikToker, whatever. It doesn't matter. Obviously, it comes from the person themselves. Like, obviously, FaZe Rug, respectable guy. The other guy, I have no clue who he is, but he must be respected because he's starting his own business and, you know, all that shit. Meanwhile, Logan, KSI, and Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is still widely respected, but like, you know, there's some shit that's going down with him. Logan Paul, obviously, because, you know, the Suicide Force thing, and then him being like a crypto scammer, and KSI just being some guy that you can just easily mess around with because he has like a way of just easily reacting to like the slightest bit of criticism. And as far as I know, FaZe Rug and this other guy, who obviously they both had candy products, as far as I know, they actually have never said like, hey, like this is actually a more healthier alternative to like any other candy. Like, as far as I know, they haven't done that at all because, you know, obviously Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul, they all said that Lunchly is a much better, healthier alternative to Lunchables. Another thing I want to bring up is the fact that, you know, especially these three creators, KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast, they all have like mostly kid audiences. Like FaZe Rug, they're a bit more mature and a bit older, and the Ryan guy, I have no clue. Mr. Beast obviously has a more kid-friendly base. So is KSI. Logan Paul tries his absolute best, like say that, hey, I'm actually for, you know, an older audience. Like, kids are obviously not my main target, even though a lot of kids actually like Logan Paul. And since the three of them just created like this product, which is supposed to be like a much healthier option to their competitor Lunchables, which is also frozen food. But the thing is, just like Lunchables, they're also like processed food, which is not as healthy as real food, you know, the one that you can actually cook from home from like your parents or hell, even yourself. And obviously it's like a big concern because, you know, there's like a whole problem of obesity and stuff like that and health. Obviously I don't mind people or kids or anything like that eating this type of stuff, as long as, you know, the parents watch what the kid eat and also how much you eat yourself, and also how much you give to the kid. Like, obviously you can't just eat it all the time because you're gonna be diabetic and you're gonna have some of those fucked up health ever, and obviously only God knows what's gonna happen to you. So yeah, obviously people like DanTDM and the rest of Twitter actually have a good reason as to why Lunchly could actually be like a bad product of some sorts for, you know, for KSI and Logan Paul and Mr. Beast's audience, because obviously most of them are kids, and this product could actually like lead to like bad health for those kids. You know, if the kids don't keep track on their health, or the parents doesn't keep track on their kids' health.
Problem with Ryan or Rug when they released their candy. Just funny how that works.
I'm not seeing people going crazy towards them on Twitter. You know why? It's because people just hate us.
That's it. People just hate us. And I've come to realize now in my adult life that hate really is just a feeling of one's own inadequacy. You're dissatisfied with your life, you're unhappy, you're angry because your wife left you, or you suck. You might as well go hate on a cracker stack.
God, I hate this type of boomer response. Because of course, you know, KSI and Logan Paul had to say like, oh, people hate us because, you know, they're sad, depressed, they got nothing to do in their lives. Like, bro, obviously I have a life and all that stuff, and I'm obviously criticizing you guys because obviously there's like some concerns when it comes to this product that you're launching with Mr. Beast. Like, come on, like, there's like some common sense here. Like, you're telling me that I can't even criticize you guys no more without being called some guy who's depressed and has nothing to do in their life? At that point, no one's going to criticize you, and you're going to do a lot of fuck ups, and next year you're going to end up in a courtroom.
You suck. You might as well go hate on a cracker stack.
When it comes to Twitter, Twitter is just a cesspool of the most depressed people on this earth.
Hey, that is so true. Twitter sucks. I'm not kidding. Probably one of the worst places to be.
Okay, this will be like the only time I'll actually agree with KSI and Logan Paul, because obviously Twitter is full of, you know, fucked up people, because, you know, there's just a lot of things you can really do on social media, and Twitter is like the one platform where you can do whatever you want. Obviously there's like a lot of positives with that and a lot of negatives, and We don't need to get into that because, oh my god, we'll be here all day.
This confuses me. I remember a time when like success and dreams used to be celebrated, and now it's like, and this was my response to DanTDM. We've spent our whole lives creating content, and now we want to build businesses. Seems like a natural arc for any young, ambitious adult. And without even trying the meal, just seeing a headline, it is met with hate, resistance, disgust. You don't know anything about this product, and the people that think they know about it still don't know about it. But yeah, community knows lies. I had a sports MD doctor on one of my tweets. Lie. Why lie? But I'm like, bro, it's not sodium. It's the 400 milligrams of electrolytes that we mentioned in the drink. And I had to correct him. I was like, bro, you're a sports medicine doctor. How you can't read? The drink in Lunchly has 400 milligrams of electrolytes. We're not making that up. And then I'm fighting with community notes. They're like, no, it doesn't. It has this many, is it? And then I corrected them. And I'm like, actually, the Prime in Lunchly is exclusive to Lunchly and has 400 milligrams of electrolytes. And they still just plastered their lie. I can't believe it. It's like there are so many forces working against us to make sure we don't win, which is why we're gonna work that much harder to make sure we do win.
Now you guys can actually see that I'm actually not lying. Like, Logan is absolutely losing it. And obviously none of this would have happened, you know, professional doctors getting in and saying that obviously Logan is lying. All that stuff is actually not healthy. And also people making videos, you know, me included. Obviously none of this would have happened if Logan just kept his mouth shut and just, you know, moved on with his life and, you know, continued to work on Lunchly. Because obviously he's just, you know, jumping in whenever he could to like defend himself, but it's just making himself look worse. And also KSI and Mr. Beast in some way, shape or form.
Am I not allowed to reply today? He came at me!
Yo, JJ is worked up right now. I mean, I could see why. Like, you can't engage with these people. It's like a game of tennis. If you don't hit the ball back, the game doesn't continue. And yet, he's falling in the trap. I'm falling in the trap. Like, here we are, like peons, trying to rationalize with a community notes. That's not like a person. That's not an entity. It's just a group of haters who somehow have the ability to comment on whether or not things are true. But they lie. Help me understand.
I'm literally just making a company where I make a product that is better than the competition.
Well said. That's it. I think we just see this fundamentally different than most people. Yes, we could have made a lunch meal with carrots and celery and apple slices, but I don't eat that. I don't. Look, sorry, that's not true. I will have those things, but for like a lunch meal, I'm not interested in that. I want and always have wanted a fun lunch.
Logan, I know damn well you're actually not going to eat that. I mean, obviously I believe you're actually drinking the Prime because, well, that's your own thing and you probably like it yourself, but like there's just no way that, you know, a YouTuber, a pro wrestler, you're actually just eating Lunchables and you're like, you know what? I actually want a more healthier alternative to this. Oh my god, I just created a good idea. This is like a gold mine. Yo, JJ, Mr. Beast, I got a good damn idea. This is gonna make us millions. There's just no way you actually did that, okay? Obviously, you guys saw that Lunchables were being a whole, you know, thing, like being successful for, I think, like 10 to 20 years. I have no clue because I don't really keep track on Lunchables, but you guys saw that that thing was becoming successful and has been for a long time. So you're like, you know what? Let's all work together to actually compete against that because, well, obviously, KSI and Logan Paul have Prime, which is a drink, and Mr. Beast has, you know, Feastables, which is a candy company and mostly has chocolate bars. So obviously the three of them decided to, like, you know, put all their products together in some food that you typically find in a Lunchable and put all that together to create Lunchly. Obviously I could be wrong, but like that's like the closest I could think of as to like what actually happened behind the scenes when it comes to like making Lunchly. Like there's just no way Logan Paul, like an adult man like that, can actually like eat Lunchables. Like, come on, like there's just no way. Because, you know, it's funny how that statement that he made about like, oh, I just want something that's kind of like Lunchables but healthier, that's obviously kind of hilarious. Like there's just no way he actually thought about that.
Grew up on Lunchables. I'll admit that. We all have. I wouldn't sell something that I don't eat myself. And I wouldn't find myself eating a carrot, celery, apple slice lunch. And the opportunity to partner with a friend, Jimmy, who I've known forever, by putting a Feastables, our product Prime, and an entree in a lunch kit was like a no-brainer to me. Especially if, and this is what we're forgetting, it's better than Lunchables. That's our stance. We see it just differently than the people who are hating on us. If we can take shelf space and market share from a company that is not producing the best product that they can be doing in terms of what is in it, that is a win to us.
Actually, I'm going to agree on that too, because, well, obviously if the competitor is not really doing much when it comes to like healthier options, then obviously you might as well take advantage of that and do something yourself about it. But obviously, just like the YouTuber Dr. Mike said in his video, which obviously I'm going to leave in the description, smoking, obviously bad. Vaping, still bad, but like, you know, a lot better than, well, smoking, but still bad. Because that's the same thing. Like, you know, Lunchables, they're bad for your health if you eat too much of it. But Lunchly, it's a bit better, but like, is it still good for you? No. As long as you eat a more manageable amount of it.
Alaskan, there's way more crazier things happening in this world, but people want to go in on this.
Yeah, we get it. Lunchly out now. Okay, go get it. Obviously I don't really have an opinion on Lunchly yet because I still haven't found it in my local area. I'm just gonna change it because in my last video I did say that if any of you guys donate money to me, I would try Lunchly. But like now I'm gonna change that. If you guys like get this video to like I don't know like between 5 to 10 likes, I'll actually try Lunchly. Like if I can find it, I'll actually like film myself actually trying it and I'll give my actual personal opinion on Lunchly because clearly as of right now I actually have no clue if it's good or not. I mean it looks great, but like obviously it's not healthy. But like I'll just do it just for you guys. Anyways, that's all I have to say. So I thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, make sure to click all of them and follow me on my other social medias. And make sure to comment on this video in particular so that way you can give me your thoughts on the whole thing once this video comes out and I'll make sure to rate them all. And I will see you all next time. Peace.